So then I watched the other side, and they're calling him KKK this and that, and I'm looking for information for the KKK connection, and I can't find it. So I do understand that people want to alienate whatever they don't like, but when you lie to take it to a bigger extreme, that's not the right way to back your story. And I'll give you a quick analogy. There was this video, and most of you that are Obama supporters probably saw this video from right-wingers. It said, quote, unquote, Obama coming out of his mouth at this point, people are too stupid to govern themselves and should be controlled by smarter leaders. Okay, pause. If you listen to the whole video, which I did because I'm a skeptic, he goes, there are people all around the world in different governments who think that people are too stupid to govern themselves and should be governed by smarter people.
Back what we were talking about in the early of the show, context.
I do it to y'all all the time on these commercials that we make.
Exactly.
Vince, I have people thinking Vince is an atheist. For real. I mean,
are you serious? I've been the need of Jesus, man. I say that proclamation.
No, the way I chop it up. No, honestly, the way I chop it up, I chop it up to where it doesn't fit what's actually going on. You know what I mean?
I was seeing what you were saying about how the left says this and the right says this. Like, you see a kid just trying to protect himself, or you see, like, all right, people are saying like this
trying to murder people.
Yeah, like saying that he literally came from Illinois to go to Wisconsin with an AR-15 to intentionally hurt people.
You crossed
I don't really see that. I don't really see that. In my personal opinion, this kid, he's a blue line supporter. He's a blue line supporter. He loves the cops. He aspired to be a cop. He wanted to do law and order, right? So he wants to say, you know what? I want to lend my hand. I want to help this militia. I want to help the cops out there because this is what I want to do with my life. So he goes out there with the intentions of doing police work. And he ends up overstepping his boundaries, right? He overstepped his bounds and he ended up killing people. And people are saying just because this kid wants to be a cop, they're just saying, well, he's got to be a racist. He shot these people because he's racist. I think he only shot white people.
He did only shoot white people. But, Lucci, let me jump back in, please.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. So I'm trying to build the plot here about why you can't take what you see and run with it, because you're going to get a lot of misinformation.
Wait, before you get too far, let's just say hi to Shelly real quick so she can jump in.
Hey, Miss Shelly.
With us.
Where's she at?
You can't see her? She just joined us.
Hey, Miss Shelly.
She's in the bottom of the screen next to Dre over here. Dre there. John there. You're there. They're there.
I see her now. I apologize. I got to open my screen bigger. There we go. Okay, so where I left off at, so you've got the two narratives combating each other, which is natural because those of you, like I grew up down south, in gang activity, it's us versus them. But it doesn't matter which side it is. It's always going to be us versus them. Insert any name you want, and they're both right in their own eyes. Oh, but that's no. I'm just telling you what I see, and that's why I'm not a part of you. So that being said, a lot of people got hurt and a lot of people got injured. And at the end of the day, the only thing I can see is a travesty there. People were all in the wrong. Now, I'm not telling you to think that. I'm telling you what I see now. So this is just Vince's opinion. You got a guy, and I watched the video. I looked at all the clips. I looked at all the snips. You got a guy who's a convicted felon putting a gun, aiming it down at the kid. And this is the guy who got his bicep blown off. The guy's a convicted felon. What the hell is he doing with a pistol late at night in a protest zone? But that's his right. No. That's not his right. He's a convicted felon. And I don't care how you try to justify it. He's not allowed to have a gun. So he's in the wrong. I'm not saying his intent. I don't care what his intentions were. He knows better. Everybody who's a convicted felon knows you're not supposed to carry a gun around. You're not even supposed to be in possession of it. That's that.
You're not supposed to be in like 5 feet of a gun for real. Like,
you can't have access to one. That's the
no.
rule. So that being said, you guys can defend him all you want, or you can ostracize him all you want. That's not my job. You guys make yourselves miserable doing that. Second guy who got blasted was a woman beater. Wait, the left is going, you shouldn't hold his past against him. But that's what you guys do. The guys on the left, you hold everyone's past against them. Thus, the cancel culture was born. What rules are you going to play by? Food for thought. If you don't want people to play by those rules, then you can't play by those rules either. So left, shame on you. This guy beats the out of women over and over and over. It's not one charge. This dude is keeping women from escaping deadly force. I looked at it myself. I went on Wisconsin, the Wisconsin criminal record courts, etc. This dude was convicted of it. Now, I've already seen my friends on Facebook are fighting. Boom, boom, boom. Well, it doesn't matter. Who's fact checking these guys? Listen, if you want good information, man, you got to do a little bit digging. Don't make yourself ignorant on purpose because you don't want to believe what's happening. That's an injustice to yourself. Don't get excited, right-wingers. Don't get excited. What kind of a person hands a 17-year-old kid, drives him 40 miles with a rifle, and sticks him in the middle of what you know is going to be a war zone? Don't get excited. Who the hell does that? Here's my microphone. Drop.
Somebody should call CPS on that one.
Here, on that note, I think the fucking thing is a psyop.
You might be right, homie.
Earlier in the day, they have pictures
the gunshot
of this man, this young man cleaning off graffiti.
Yep.
Off a building. And just so happened that he was turned right around at the right perfect moment that this picture was being taken, that we could see who he was perfectly.
That is odd.
I mean,
I like for stuff to make sense.
I know photographers.
I have kids. I have children. Oh, 1 second. I have children. I have young men. And I have young men that, if anybody should be out protesting for the rights of young black men, I got boys that should be there, young men that should be there. But here's what. At the end of the day, I'm going to protect my children. Regardless of what, I'm going to protect my children. If my child calls me and tells me that they're going to a protest, the first thing I want to know, is this a permitted protest? And secondly, whose mind are you guys going to change? Meaning to say, when you get these thousands of people together, whose office are you going to meet with that is going to perform change? You're not meeting anybody's in their office after 7 o'clock at night. I said 7. These people are home. You're not making change by burning down cities and destroying things when the people that control the things that you're fighting against are in the comfort of their own homes.
Yeah, protest outside their house.
Or
that makes more sense to me. Sorry.
At the courthouse in the middle of a Monday when people are trying to get business done and interrupt business. I mean, things need to make sense, man.
Civil disobedience, sir.
What in though?
I mean, civil disobedience is what the protests were. because they're not paying attention to people when they're quiet and protesting quietly. They didn't want them to take a knee.
That's not true.
They don't want them to say Black Lives Matter. They don't want them to do this. They don't want them to do that. So I'm not saying that the whole rioting, looting, and burning things is correct. I'll say it's needed, in my opinion, but it's not the right thing to do.
Well, you just
being out after 7 o'clock at night in large masses, they're disobeying an unjust ordinance saying that there should be a curfew. They're out there protesting like, this is the number of people that is saying like, look, we are unhappy with what's going on. We are the people that live here. We are the people that make this community do what it does. We want change.
So deal with those people in the middle of the day while they're at work, making these laws and putting these laws into effect.
Yeah, they're not on a highlight reel, right?
Right. And that's what you're doing. You're creating highlight reels, and innocent people are getting hurt. Real innocent people with real emotions are getting caught up and are getting hurt, and that part pisses me off.
And people react with emotion 9 times out of 10. So that kid that's shooting up everybody, that speculated vigilante, speculated terrorist, speculated...
I mean, it's not speculated vigilante because he was part of a militia that went out there to do police work without being a police. That's vigilante.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is the kid getting chased down, you don't know if he could have legitimately feared for his life. As Vince was
no, he legit feared for his life.
I mean, my wife tells me all the time, which goes back to what Vince was saying, and I know you guys probably heard it before, but there's your truth, there's my truth, and the truth.